Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 5. Today's intention is stillness. Seems simple enough, right? When we think of meditation, one of the first things that usually comes to mind is stillness. When we quiet our environment as much as we can, when we bring our bodies into a comfortable seat, when we make the decision to take a pause from the outside world, what we're doing is creating an environment for stillness. Stillness is the natural state of the universe sometimes. What's also very natural is movement and action. So as we know, the universe runs on lots of rules. Balance is one of them. So we as human beings are often very active. We're in motion, we're talking, we're walking, we're moving and grooving. But how often do we actually become still? Typically, it's when we're asleep, right? Well, believe it or not, we could actually benefit from becoming still even while we are awake. Because if we can bring our body to a place of stillness, we can begin to command our mind to follow. And then what it does is it creates this beautiful opportunity for us to really observe, to really take it all in, what's happening around us and how we feel about what's happening around us. Coming to a place of stillness allows us to harness our thoughts. It allows us to really calm the mind and listen to the body. How often do you really listen to your body before it creates pain? We rarely pay attention to what's happening in our bodies until something ain't quite right. A pain in the joint, a weird feeling in the stomach, a lack of sleep, irritability, all these things that show up in our body, inflammation, yada, yada. That's the body saying, hello, are you listening? Something's not right. However, if we allow ourselves to come to a place of stillness, what we're doing is we're creating an opportunity to get quiet, to get still, and listen. When you're sitting in meditation, when you're sitting in stillness, you begin to become very aware of every little sensation that's happening in your body. How many times have you sat to meditate and you're like, okay, my nose is really itching. I really want to scratch my nose, but I don't want to move because if I move, then I'm going to start thinking about something else. And if I start thinking about something else, I'm not going to be meditating anymore. Forget it. I'm just going to scratch my nose, right? How many times does that happen? Other times, when we are operating in discipline with commitment and intention, and we come into a place of meditation and we bring the body to stillness and we focus on the breath, we might notice that tickling sensation at the top of the scalp. But do we move to scratch it? Or do we just notice it? And then do we notice how long does it take before we stop paying attention to it and our mind drifts somewhere else? The beauty of stillness is it also gives us an opportunity to identify, to observe, and really assess what's happening in our minds. Not just the thoughts themselves, but the whys behind the thoughts and the whys behind those. Now you might think, oh my God, if I'm gonna sit in meditation, I don't wanna think about the whys of my thoughts. That's too much. Well, that's kind of the point. Meditation is part of personal development, self-study, self-awareness. So when we come into our meditative seat and we bring our body to stillness, it's a chance for us to really ask ourselves, how does this feel? So often people come to me and give me a laundry list of reasons why they don't meditate. One of the most common is, I can't sit still, I can't sit still for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Are you crazy? Sit still? What are you saying, Keyshawn? And that's where I challenge you. Because you can get still. Because you need to get still. So when you allow yourself to get still, what you realize is there's a lot still moving and grooving inside. The beating of the heart, the movement of the body with each breath, the subtle presence of air around the skin, the fire in the belly. You notice every swallow, you notice every sound. I already kind of have supersonic, like bat level hearing anyway. So when I sit in meditation sometimes, it's not easy to get still. But the more that you practice, the more you progress. So for today's meditation, we're going to focus on something we've done probably several times together before at this point. We're going to bring the body to a comfortable seat and we're going to focus on our breathing, except we're going to breathe in through the nose, and when we breathe out through the mouth, we're going to breathe out with a hum. The jaw is relaxed. So we're not doing that, okay? So what we're doing is we're creating a vibration through sound. The Om vibration that you may have heard or may never have heard before. The Om vibration is said to be the vibration of the universe, the sound of the universe. If the universe was going to make a sound, it would be Om, which is a pretty mundane sound, right? Kind of fades into the background after a while. When we create the Om vibration within our bodies, what we're doing is we're starting to calibrate our frequencies. We're starting to tap into our vibrations and see what's happening. And you're probably like, what's all this woo-woo? Well, there's a little woo-woo in meditation. I mean, we can't argue that, right? So for today, what we're going to do is I'm going to guide you through 8 complete breaths. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out just through the nose. And remember, our exhale, we're going to hear that Om sound, that humming. Okay? So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you have not already. And before we go into our Om breathing, we're going to take a few breaths together, just in and out through the nose. So allow the eyes to fall closed whenever you're ready. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one, deep in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Returning to the natural rhythm and flow of your own breath. Allowing the body to settle into your seat. Releasing the space between the eyebrows, relaxing through the jaw. The tongue comes away from the roof of the mouth. The arms and legs are soft. As the body begins to settle into a quiet and still place. Begin to focus your attention on the tip of the nose. Feel as each passing breath enters and exits the body with ease. Notice the rise and fall of the chest with each inhale and exhale. Beginning to introduce this vibration into your body, allowing the sound, the soothing sound of Om to move through you. Excuse me. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale with sound. Deep inhale. Exhale with the Om, mouth closed. Together, deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more together. Deep inhale. Exhale. Last one. Deep inhale. Exhale. Returning to the natural rhythm and flow of your own breath. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. Bring the palms together at the heart and bow the head to the heart as you honor yourself for showing up, for trying something different and creating something new. I honor you and appreciate you for allowing me to be your guide and to share this beautiful practice. As always, I proclaim peace, prosperity, and pure joy over your life as I do mine. Namaste. Peace, y'all. Thank you.